Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's Challenger Scorpion, Death Guard Chaos Space Marines versus Drukhari. Right, so welcome to this 2,000 points Challenger Scorpion battle report, Drukhari versus Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. So Aaron Allen will be using his Death Guard here in this game, and I'm going to use my Drukhari. Fascinating combination, this one. Two very dark and sinister armies will be taking each other on in this fight. So just before I run through the list here, I just mentioned the patrons at gold level. That's Alex Steelwar, Andrew Swan, Marcus Anthony, Luke Schwengel, Nicholas Lucas, Patrick McPherson, Paul Cook and Will Wright. So big thanks to all those supporting at gold level. Some excellent support from people at the moment. Check out the end credits for those supporting at silver level as well, and then thanks also to those supporting at bronze. All the proceeds on the Striking Scorpion 82 Patreon page go straight to my local Wargames club, SSWG. That's the club where I started playing a lot of Wargames, historical and fantasy, and it's thanks to that club that got me into the hobby, and really that's been the foundation for this channel. So just set up the Patreon page to help them out as much as I can. So thanks to all those supporting on the Patreon page. So it's just a page to help support out my local club, and as a reward you get your if it's silver level, your name goes in the end credits of our battle reports, and then if you're at gold level, then your name gets shouted out here at the start of our games. Okay, so this Drukhari force, there's an air wing detachment, so we'll cover that first of all. Carbal of the Black Heart, so 6+ feel no pain granted to all of these flyers. One Razor Wing jet fighter with 2 Dark Lancers and the missiles, and then 2 Void Raven bombers with the Void Lancers and missiles for that as well. So that makes up the air wing detachment. Then the first battalion is a Carbal, so it's Carbal of the Black Heart. So again, the vehicles will get the 6+ feel no pain, and then also units within that Carbal count their power from pain bonus as being 1 ahead. So battle round 1, they'll get Nerd to Suffering as usual, but they'll also get Eager to Flay 1 turn ahead with that bonus. So HQ choices, it's double Archon here with Agonizer and Blast Pistol. The first Archon is the Warlord, so Labyrinth Cunning for him, 6+ to regain command points if I spend command points or the opponent does. The second Archon has Relic Writ of the Living Muse, so he gets reroll 1s to wound, and that's granted to units within 6 inches. So that's the HQs. For troops choices, 3 units of 5 Carbonite Warriors. Each squad has a blaster, and then the rest are equipped with Splinter rifles. I've then taken 1, 2, 3 and then 4 Venoms here inside this battalion, so therefore they all get their 6+ feel no pain for Cabal of the Black Heart. Then also within that battalion is 1 Ravager just here, so equipped with 3 Dark Lances for that. Then also within that battalion 2 Lamaeans just here, individual models. It's like bodyguard units, but not having the character keywords. They can be shot at as normal. Then also 2 Raiders within that battalion as well, each equipped with disintegrator cannons. So that is the first battalion. The second battalion is a Witch Cult. So it's Cult of the Red Grief, rerolling charges, and units can advance and charge on the same turn. For HQ choices, it's Drazar, Master of Blades. Within that battalion as well, unit of 5 Incubi, just there. Then the second HQ is a Succubus. Her combat drugs is +2 for leadership for her. And she is carrying the second relic. It's the Blood Glaive here. It's just a better form of the glaive for her. Then for troops choices, 3 units of 5 Witches, all armed the same. So Blast Pistol and Agonizer for each of the squad leaders, and then Shardnet and Impaler, one of those in each of those squads as well. Then, yeah, combat drugs ability, +1 attack for this unit, +1 strength for this one, +1 weapon skill for this squad just here. Then also in that cult is 3 units of Reavers, 3 units of 3. There's a blaster in each of those squads, and then combat drugs ability here, +1 toughness, +2 move, and then +1 toughness again. So that is the list here for the Drukhari. I think they're at the top of the league at the moment. They've performed exceptionally well so far. They've burst back onto the channel after being shelved for a couple of years, literally boxed up and hardly used. They fell out of favour for a while, but revamped the list, injected some new units in, then the amazing new models coming out as well, Drazar, Master of Blades, and the resculpt as well for the Incubi, a real incentive to get this army up and running. They've burst back onto the channel here in Season 8, and they have slaughtered many an army so far, and they find themselves way at the top of the channel. So it's great to see the Drukhari back, great to see them doing well, but a fresh challenge for them now as they take on the Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. We'll take a look now and see what Aaron Allen has in his Death Guard list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. We'll get Aaron Allen to run through his list.
Okay, so this is my 2,000 points of Death Guard. I have 2 battalion detachments and a super heavy auxiliary detachment. In the first battalion we have the Lord of Contagion and Typhus as the HQ choices, and we have 3 units of 20 Poxwalkers for the troops choices, and a unit of Deathshroud Terminators as elites. Then in the second battalion we have the Malignant Plaguecaster and a Demon Prince of Nurgle in the HQ slots, and 3 units of 5 Plague Marines. 2 of the units have 2 Blight Launchers in there, the third unit is just Bolters. And then in the heavy support slots we have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. They have the Entropy Cannons and the Heavy Slugger. And then we have Mortarion in the super heavy auxiliary slot. He is the warlord of this Death Guard army. As far as powers go, the Malignant Plaguecaster knows Miasma of Pestilence and Putrescent Vitality. Mortarion knows Miasma of Pestilence, Curse of the Leper, and Plague Wind. Typhus knows Blades of Putrefaction, Plague Wind, and the Demon Prince knows Blades of Putrefaction, and the relic is the Suppurating Plate, which I have put on the Lord of Contagion.
Alright, so that's Aaron's list. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario. It's been randomly determined. Gone to the 8th edition rulebook this time, and it is Eternal War. The second mission, so it's no mercy. It's a kill point game here, quite straightforward. Dawn of War deployment. Aaron won the roll-off and has elected to go the other side of the board, so his deployment zone marked 12 inches in by the line of orange dice, and then the Drukhari deployment zone here, again marked by the line of dice at this side of the table. So, kill points battle, this one. What's interesting, the Drukhari have loads of small units here, about 26 of them. Aaron has 14, so Drukhari needs to be careful there if they lose too many units. The Death Guard Chaos Space Marines will be able to pick up a nice lot of kill points in this game. First Strike, Slay the Warlord and Linebreaker also available in this mission. We're going to deployment now. We start alternating placing units on the board. Alright, so the battle mat that we're using in this game, it's one of my favourites. It's from gamemat.eu, 6x4 in size, rolls out nice and flat, then simply put your terrain on top. Brilliant urban mat, this one here, so I've been putting on the terrain, putting some vehicles, then some stones and scatter just to blend the whole thing in. And then some of the terrain being used here is from gamemat.eu as well. This industrial terrain set, that building there as well, these green boxes are all from that set. Pre-painted, but I've repainted it here just to match in with my AdMech terrain that I've been painting up from Games Workshop. You can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and terrain. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. Drukhari actually finished deploying first here. Many of their smaller units have gone inside transports. So Drukhari finishing their deployment first, and they will get +1 to the roll-off here to see who goes first. A flyer in each corner. So Void Raven Bomber takes each corner. The right hand side unit of Reavers, another unit just down here, and then most of the army, including the Razorwing jet fighter, has deployed in the middle. So Drazar and the command units and the Incubi inside this raider. That's the Ravager just there. Carbolite Warrior Squads 1, 2 and 3 inside their Venoms. The second in command, the second Archon with the reroll 1s to wound and hit, is just tucked in there, just with his 6-inch bubble. And then across here, this raider with the 2 witch squads inside, a witch squad inside this Venom, and then on the extreme left hand side is the second Void Raven Bomber and then the third unit of Reavers. No reserves at all for the Drukhari. I want all the units on the board here from turn 1 onwards. That's the deployment for the Drukhari. We'll go around the other side of the table and you can see the deployment for the Death Guard. Alright, so deployment for the Death Guard, again quite standard here, just a general spread across the board, and then a stronger concentration of units in the middle of Aaron's deployment zones. Poxwalkers on the right hand side, squad of Death Guard, Space Marines on top here, Poxwalkers, Typhus just behind them, the Malignant Plaguecaster with them as well. Dim Prince anchoring here at the back next to the 2 artillery pieces. It's the 2 Plague Burst crawlers. Mortarians just here, be a unit to watch during this game for sure. And then 2 units of Plague Marines again on top of the buildings, or on top of the container, and then on top of this building, and then finally anchoring on the left hand side is the 3rd unit of Poxwalkers. Aaron does have reserves, the Lord of Contagion, and then Death Shroud, are they called? Yeah, Death Shroud Terminators with him as well. So that's deployment done for both sides. We'll go on to tactics and battle plan now for both of us here for this game. Alright, so tactics and battle plan here for both sides. I think the Drukhari are going to have to go aggressive here. It's not a foolhardy charge. It needs to be calculated well, but I think we've potentially got to go for the wipeout here against the Death Guard. Aaron does have a lot less units here than the Drukhari. There's 2 approaches we could go for. Either stay inside the transports with the weaker, smaller units to try and protect or try not to concede too many kill points, or go for the all-out attack and try and go for the wipeout here against the Death Guard. I think we must soften them up as much as we can for sure, and then if the opportunity is there and we can coordinate a good assault, then try and go for the wipeout for sure. That all needs to be done after Mortarian's been destroyed. As per usual, that model needs to go. He'll cause absolute chaos amongst the Drukhari at close range if he's able to get close enough. Do have the firepower, I think, to bring him down, so expect us to target Mortarian first, then soften up the Death Guard, and the rules for sudden death are in play here, so if we do get the wipeout, regardless of the number of victory points, the Drukhari will win. So that's the general plan. We'll have to adapt as the game moves on. We'll bring Aaron in, he'll run through his battle plan now for his Death Guard.
Okay, so tactics for the Death Guard then. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is, as far as dealing with the Drukhari planes are concerned, I'll probably use the Demon Prince and Mortarion if I can get them close enough to make a charge. That's going to be our best option to deal with the flyers. The Plague Burst crawlers will probably struggle with their base 4 ballistic skill. Other than that, it's going to be a matter of trying to crack open some of these transports to get to the squishier units inside as quickly as possible to try and rack up those kill points, and hopefully our disgustingly resilient saves will help us to last a bit longer against the high rate of fire of the Drukhari.
Okay, so that's the battle plan for both sides. We'll go on to the roll-off here to see who goes first. Drukhari on +1. We're evil, so we'll roll first. Not be polite, there's 4. Well, Aaron's evil, actually. Could have rolled it the same. He's rolled a 1. Okay. Seize the initiative.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Yeah, may as well. Here it comes. Needing to see. Oh, serves me right for being so rude. Okay, Aaron's seize the initiative here. Great stuff. Okay, so we'll go on to turn 1. The Death Guard Chaos Space Marines will go first. Have we never had this encounter before? This is the first time clash here for these two factions. I wonder who will prevail in this fight. It's an interesting one. I haven't seen this combination before, but in this fight, the forces of chaos will go first. So Aaron's virtually finished his movement here. So just a general advance taking place. Poxwalker's pushing through. Typhus pushing through. It looks like from end to end here. So not going to let the Drukhari through the lines. Just pushing ahead with these units. This unit of Plague Marines anchoring on top. I just mentioned cover at this stage. So any infantry units inside the top of these buildings here, this setup here in the middle, will be granted the benefit of cover. And just looking around, I think everything else on the table we're going to play as line of sight blocking terrain. So then staying stationary with these, staying stationary with the Demon Prince as well, just to grant the reroll ones for shooting for these two Plague Burst Crawlers. Mortarion did advance.
No, it's just a standard 12-inch.
Standard 12-inch move from him. And that's the movement complete. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next for the Death Guard on turn 1. So Aaron about to go ahead with his shooting phase here. Perhaps the Drukhari, I'm just guessing here at this stage, but they might be hard to pin down with their manoeuvrability. I think that's why Aaron's gone for a wide deployment here and a general advance across the board, just leaving no escape here for the Drukhari. But if he comes too close, we'll just fly over the top of him. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to the Psychic Phase next. Alright, so Miasma of Pestilence on Mortarion here. We just have to stand back and let Aaron go ahead with these. We've got no psychers that can deny.
That does go off, yeah.
Okay.
And then he will do, I think he's out of range for Smite. Yeah.
Smite's out of range here at this stage at least.
So we'll do Putrescent Vitality on, let's see, this unit of Plague Marines.
Plague Marines, yeah, here it comes.
That feels.
Almost the perils, just a 3 being scored. Okay, Smite's in range from Mortarion. So here it comes. It's going to go off on a 7. And D3 mortal wounds. It's 1 mortal wound. That vehicle's part of the Cabal. It gets inured to suffering. So it says on a 6 the model does not lose that wound if it loses a wound. So we lose a wound whether it's for a mortal wound or regular wound. So we're going to roll up here to get a 6 to try and deny it. And we do. Interesting. Okay, so that wound's been denied. Okay, Aaron's not finished with this vehicle yet. Curse of the Leper. I think that's going to go off on a 7.
So 7 dice and any 6s.
Right. 7 dice and 6s here for mortal wounds.
Oh, nice. 3.
Triple. 6. Yeah, okay, 3 wounds taken. Alright, so 10 down to 7. That is psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. Okay, first shot will be the lantern here coming from Militarum. It's going against this raider.
Hit.
Was it? Yeah.
3s to wound.
No wound on a 2.
Now we'll leave that.
Okay. Yes, right. Units that have advanced, the blight launchers can fire, and they're going against this.
The damage.
Yeah. Good weapon against this one, actually. You might be within 6, yeah, real ones.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Reroll hits.
Okay. Yeah, 2. Make it through. 3's doing that. She's strength 6, toughness 5. 2 2s. Oh no, the tower dice. That's not working yet. Okay, so we'll press on to something else. Aaron has plenty of artillery at the back that can be used. Alright, so Plague Burst Crawler. It's just tucked at the back there. It's going to offload all that it has into this raider. Aaron's trying to go for first blood here. It means he'll get the point. And with the early missions for 8th edition, it will stop the Drukhari from getting the point as well.
So this will be the heavy slugger for this. Okay.
No minuses, so 3s or 4s to hit, yeah, because of the ballistic skill. And 2 wounds come through.
-1.
5 plus. Invulns? Nope. 2 more wounds taken. Uh-oh, it's half dead. Dropping down to 5.
2 entry cannons.
1 hit.
There's a wound, it's at -4.
Okay, 5 plus Invulns save. I want to pass this one. I'm just going to roll 2 dice actually and get 6s. Or try and get 6s for those 2 wounds that came through earlier. There's 1. So that'll push us back up to 6 wounds, just for the inured to suffering. And now on 5 plus to drive you mad. There it is. Okay. Next.
Order D6. No.
Okay.
We'll use a command.
Command reroll, yeah, here it comes. Okay. Better. Okay, yeah, really good. 4s to hit rerolling 1s. Because of the Demon Prince has helped. 3s to wound. Not plague weapon, it is, yeah. Okay, 3 wounds. Oh, now we're in trouble. Can't keep up this 5 pluses. Or can we? Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, it's not finished yet. This is the other Plague Burst Crawler. If we can survive that, would be great. He's picking on the right transport here. It's got all of my tasty HQs and Incubi inside. This is the Heavy Slugger.
Okay, 3 hits. 4s. 2.
2. Okay. 5 pluses. Double 5. I don't know what to say. Okay. Entry cannon. Surely now. Just about wounds. 5 plus. No, come on, reroll. Sorry. No, you've done it. Well done. Here it comes. So 4 is respectable enough. 6 is to try and block some. Nyan, 4 wounds taken, drops to 2. And now there is trouble. Yeah, one command point used each so far. So my one? No, and Aaron's? No, that's Labyrinth of Cunning. That's just the Warlord trait. So nothing so far.
Okay, D6 for the mortar.
2 shots. 1 hit.
Reroll.
Plague weapon. Just about wounds. Yeah. No. D3.
3.
Oh no, 1 wound. And we don't block it. Yeah, down to 1 wound left. Feel your pain here, Aaron. There's nothing else.
No.
No. Oh, unbelievable. Surely it's doomed, though. I will lose it. Only one wound left. I've got no way I can repair the thing, so it's in a sorry state. But crucially, first blood has not been picked up. No charges, no overwatch to take place. The turn's finished here. General advance from the Death Guard, and have picked on one specific target here, almost destroying it, but not quite. Turn is finished. We're going to the first turn next for the Drukhari. Alright, so movement for the Drukhari is complete. So we've converged all the flyers into this area here. It's trying to take advantage of this Archon who's granting reroll hit rolls of 1 and reroll wound rolls of 1 as well with his relic. So flyers all converging on this area. The Venoms all moving through as well. We're just checking the rules. Militarum doesn't count as a Titanic unit, so we'll be 4+ to wound him with our poisoned weaponry. The Biker's pushing forwards here as well. Ravager just shifting to its right slightly. This unit of this raider here loaded up with 2 units of witches, just holding back for now. Just so aware that Aaron has this 7-inch range at the start of the fight phase that causes mortal wounds. Just holding back of our units. Going to try and use firepower here at this stage, and hopefully it's enough to bring him down. Sort of abandon this flank for now, and we've just pushed one of the units of Reavers on the extreme left-hand side. Movement's done. No psychic phase. Straight onto shooting now for the Drukhari on turn 1. Okay, so we'll start with this Venom. It's actually witches inside here. 3 splinter pistols at range 12, and that's it. Blast pistols range 6, and the other is equipped with a shard net and impaler. So 4s to hit Militarum here with his miasma of pestilence. 4s to wound him. No. Okay. Fire the vehicle itself. So it's going to be 12 shots here because we're in rapid fire range with the splinter cannon. No rerolls at all here. That's the hits. 4s to wound. Might be just a case of trying to poison Militarum here to death if that's possible. There's 3. No minus on these. Aaron's going to get his regular 3+ saves, and then it's failed 2, and then it's going to be 2 disgusting resilient rolls. Yep. Okay, 2 wounds caused. It'll be an agonising death for him, just being slowly poisoned. Oh dear. Oh dear. Drukhari won't apologise for this. They'll gradually poison Militarum, like a slug almost that you're trying to poison. Sorry to the insults here. Right, we'll push on. So the next one along, this has warriors inside. Got to remember that the occupants don't get the benefits of rerolls here because they're inside the vehicle. So we'll fire a blaster next. Bit more of a humane way to bring him down with mist. Okay, so mist of that. The rest are equipped with splinter rifles, which are within range 12, so it's going to be 8 shots actually. 4s for hits. Good shooting from them. 4s to wound. All of them. Bizarre. 6. Saves at 3+. No, this is a lot of wounds being caused here. It's 4 wounds have come through, and then disgustingly resilient rolls here of 5+. A chance to try and recover some of these lost wounds. 2. Picked up to, okay, 2, that's good play. Alright, so, but it's the grinding process here. It's this slow, agonising death here, but that's exactly the way the Drukhari operate. We'll go on to the Venom itself. Again, rapid fire. It's almost designed to take on Militarum. Yeah. Poisoned weaponry, high caliber shots as well from the blasters. This is the vehicle, so I can reroll these 1s. So it's looking for 4s for hits, 4s for wounds. Yes, a high amount again. It's 5 have been caused here. Okay. Oh no. 3, 5+. Nope. None. 3 more wounds taken. I've lost track. He's down to 11 wounds left. Yeah, that's the deadly. Just talking about the damage that's been caused here. It's the poisoned weaponry. It's really biting hard here. That 4+ to wound against Militarum is nasty enough. So we're up to here. He's out of range of his firepower. We'll go with... I'm not sure if this Venom can see, actually. We'll just check. Yeah, we'll go for we'll go for that Venom then with its firepower. So, yeah, I'm just thinking. No, we'll go for him. We'll put 3 Dark Lances into Mortarion here. We'll just fire those now because I'm not sure of the range against other targets. 2 have hit. It's going to be 3s to wound. Yes, 2 wounds have come through. So invuln saves now. This is quite an important roll coming up. Past 1. Command reroll, it's got to be, yeah.
Nope.
No, okay, that makes it through. The damage is 3. We'll keep that and then 5+ to ignore. No, 2 come through, it's down to 9. Not too effective here. That's a big difference here, and it's the grinding poison weaponry seems to be the more effective here. Aaron used a command reroll, 6+. No, okay. That's for the Warlord trait. Labyrinth Cunning. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to Venoms here. I'm going to fire this one. So the occupants inside, a blaster. Missed. Rifles here. We'll check. I think it must be range 12 if this one was, and that one's going to be coming across there. Aaron will just check for us. I'll get the 8 dice ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay. 4s for hits. 4s for wounds. Yeah, 3 more come through. 3+ armor save. 2 1s. Yeah. 5 pluses. No, 2 more wounds taken. Yeah, painful. They are sly. They're horrible. They won't close the range, and they'll just hold back, firing poison weaponry at Mortarion. It's not fair against Drukhari, but they're pirates, though. This is the way they operate. What can you? I'm just playing it narratively. Okay. Right, and chickens as well. Yeah, they haven't got the guts to go in for the kill yet. They sort of, whilst you're at full strength, they'll sort of hold back, poison you and weaken you, and then just go in and finish off. It's not a fair fight against Drukhari, but maybe you think it's not fair, but that's just the way it is, the way Drukhari operate. Okay, so occupants have fired. We'll fire the vehicle. Here, so 12 shots. Rerolling 1s, looking for 4s. So it's those. It is accurate here despite the miasma of pestilence. Those. The vehicle that gets the reroll 1s. There's 2 more. 5.
Just 1.
Just the 1. And then a 5+ disgusting. Okay, 1 more wound taken. So we're now down to 6 wounds left on Mortarion. Alright, so we'll go with the final Venom. I was planning to put some in this direction, but we'll keep going. I'm going to put everything into Mortarion here. We'll go for it. So Blaster, 4+, missed. Not in rapid fire range, just 4 shots now with the rifles. 1 hit and 1 wound. And no, and then 5+. No, right, picked off a wound, and then splinter cannon. Ouch. 4s to wound. Reroll a couple of those. Yeah, I do get that because it's the vehicle. Yeah, 4. 2 make it through. 5 pluses. Save 1s. Now drops down to 4 wounds left. Okay, so we'll go to these bikers next, and they're going to fire into Mortarion. So 2 splinter rifle shots, 2 hits, 1 wound. Past that one, and a blaster. Missed. Reroll. Missed again. Okay, we're trying to keep the flyers, not firing those yet, just to fire other targets potentially, but it's coming to a point now we're going to have to let loose of some of their firepower into Mortarion. Okay, so we'll go to this raider. Disintegrator cannon, 3 shots. We'll go into the Plague Marines just here. So 5s for hits, rerolling 1s. 4s for a wound, strength 5. Yes, AP -3. So save of 6. No, 2 damage, so 2 rolls here. And not quite, don't reroll 1s or anything like that for... No, alright, 1 Plague Marine brought down, disintegrated here by that firepower. This one will fire at the squad across here. So 3 shots needing 3s. No rerolls available because they're out of range of any help here. 1 wound does come through, so 6+ to block this one.
Yep.
No, and then damage 2.
Yep.
Almost saved, but not quite. Okay. Again, a pretty good weapon for dealing with Plague Marines here. Okay, so that's that done. So really, we've got this unit here to fire with, and then across the other side, and then it's down to the flyers. Okay, so this unit here is 2 rifle shots. Yeah, this is going into the Poxwalkers, and 1 wound. It's no minus at all. 6 up save? No, just disgusting. Okay, 1 wound taken. Then across the other side into the Poxwalkers, a blaster. Hits, doesn't wound. And then splinter rifles, 1 hit. And a wound. So a disgusting roll. No, alright, so 1 Poxwalker brought down. Just that. That is the firepower done, apart from the flyers. So we'll go for this Void Raven bomber in the middle. Shatterfield missiles, all the firepower is going into Militarum. D6 shots for the Shatterfield missile, 5 shots here. Needing 4s, rerolling 1s. 4s to win its strength 7, toughness 7. They're all wounded. It's AP -1. Only damage 1 though. And there's the roll there. 2 6s, 2 4s. Well done. 2 Void Lances. These are the ones that could cause trouble if they hit, which they haven't. Rerolling 1s. Does get a hit. Does get a wound. 4+ invuln save. An important roll. No. Used the command reroll already. Yeah. Damage. Might need to command reroll this. Here it comes. 3. We'll keep that. 2 wounds taken. Down to 2 wounds left. Okay. Okay, so the Razor Wing here. 2 Dark Lances are going to go into the Plague Burst Crawler. Twin Splinter Rifle, which is in rapid fire range. And we're going to find Necrotoxin missiles here at Militarum as well. So, Splinter Rifles. Needing 4s. Rerolling 1s. 4s to wound. They've all wounded. A sigh of despair here. 3 pluses, 1 wound has made it through. 5+ past that time. I think Militarum is going to try and cling on to life here. 3d3 shots for the Necrotoxin missiles. 6 shots. Reroll this one. Okay, 4 hits. It's 2s to wound. They've all wounded. I'll just double check that. I'm pretty sure it's 2s to wound. Yeah, it is. +2 to wound rolls, unless it's a vehicle. So, 4. Important roll here. 2 have made it through.
Okay.
Disgusting roll.
No.
Got him. I think that's him. Yeah, 2 wounds down. He's been destroyed. Does he explode, if it makes any difference to anybody? No, okay. Alright. Perhaps Aaron's closer to exploding with frustration. Militarum has been poisoned here in a very cruel and methodical way by the Drukhari. Just trying to move the big roadblock out of the way to get in closer against the juicier targets behind. Okay, we'll press on with our firepowers. 2 lance shots now going into the tank at the back. Rerolling 1s. 2 hits. 4s to wound though. Yeah, 1's made it through, and rerolling 1s to wound. It has helped. 2 have made it through. Aaron will take invuln save 0/5+. Past 1. D6 damage. We've made it through, so I'm going to command reroll this one. So we'll take a marker away. And just 2. 6+ to keep that note. And
1 wound.
Just 1 wound taken. So the last firepower, this fly here, the Void Raven. Shatterfield missile into the Plague Marines down here. Can just about see them. And then 2 Void Lances going to go into the Plague Burst Crawler at the back. So 2 Void Lances, needing 3s. 2 hits. 3s to wound here because it's strength 9. Rerolling 1s. Made it through. 2 invuln saves here. Past 1. Damage is 4. Save 2, well done. Okay, 2 more wounds taken. Drops down to 9 left. Okay, still very much alive. It's Shatterfield missile. Just the 2 shots. 3s. To hit, 1 hit. 1 wound. -1, so it's 4+. Passed. Okay, and we reckon that's all the firepower complete. But First Blood picked up, and crucially for the Drukhari, it was tight enough to a degree in the end, but Militarum has been brought down here by the cruel and merciless firepower from the Drukhari. Turn 1's finished. No charges to take place, none. Bit of morale to resolve. I don't think there's going to be an issue here for Aaron at all across the board. So we'll now immediately go on to the second turn for the Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. So Aaron on his move. I think we all saw it coming. The Drukhari making a beeline for Militarum. He is a bullet magnet for sure, and the Drukhari have used their weaponry to bring that Demon Primarch down. But the Death Guard will press on. Still plenty of resilience left with their force. Remember, Aaron does have deep strikers which can now arrive if he wants them to here on turn 2, or he can leave it till turn 3 for their arrival. And it's not just the way the Drukhari play, it's me having played against the Death Guard lots of times, and the golden rule, which is always try and kill Militarum first, because if he had landed in amongst this lot here, even with a low amount of wounds, he would have caused absolute chaos. So the safest option is just to not let him get anywhere near you in the first place. Alright, so moving for the Death Guard here on turn 2, they are trying to close the noose on the Drukhari here. Poxwalker's moving forwards. Lord of Contagion's turned up. He's there, just over 9 inches away, looking for a charge here as he arrives. Plague Marines pushing forwards. Poxwalker's here pushing forwards. Typhus and the Malignant Plaguecaster in amongst them. Then across here, Plague Marines and Poxwalkers pushing through. The Terminators have arrived as well on this flank, so Drukhari really are sort of surrounded with a crescent-shaped attack here from the Death Guard. Holding at the back with the artillery and the Demon Prince, and that is it. All reserves have arrived. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. So, Militarum's gone, but it sort of bought some time for the rest of Aaron's army to push forwards here, which they have. A steady advance from them. And Drukhari operating in quite a small area now at this stage. And some potential charges, certainly some close-range firepower, and definitely some potential charges to take place as well. 9th edition looms on the horizon. Imagine if this was a 5x4 size table. Perhaps the Drukhari would have been packed in tighter here, but we'll play on here with 8th. Here comes Aaron's Psychic Phase set.
Malignant Plaguecaster will do miasma pestilence on the Death Shroud Terminators.
Yes, to try and protect them a bit.
Okay, that goes off.
I'll go off on an 8.
Okay, this bomber.
Yeah, the flyer's closest. Here comes Smite. 5 needed. Yeah, just got it. 2 mortal wounds caused. We'll try and roll 6s here to block. You roll 1. Okay, 1 wound taken. Okay, Blades of Putrefaction coming from Typhus, going on to the Death Shroud Terminators. Goes off an 11. Yeah. Okay, so that goes off. So far, so good. Here in the Psychic Phase.
And he will do Smite then.
Yeah.
Goes off.
On 9, very good. And then the damage is 1.
Doesn't matter.
Who is it against? It's come from him.
Yeah.
It's on this vehicle again. Yeah, okay, so down to 10.
That's it.
Have we ever played Drukhari Thousand Sons? No, don't think so. That'd be an interesting combination. The Psychic Phase of the Thousand Sons against the Drukhari. Interesting combo, maybe for a future battle. They may meet each other in the league, actually, because both armies are performing very well. Okay, Psychic Phase finished. Shooting Phase next. Okay, so firepower then. It's this squad on top of Plague Marines. Going to find this vehicle here. I'm tempted to go for lightning fast reactions, but I'll save the points here, I think. So Aaron can fire at normal ballistic skill.
So, blight launchers.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped. 2 5s and 6 have got through. 3s to wound.
Okay,
it's a plague weapon, yeah.
Okay, just 2.
2.
Minus 2.
5+ in 1 saves. Now we're goners here. It's going to be 3 damage. 666 required. No. Vehicle destroyed. We don't detonate, but that vehicle is gone. Yeah, okay. Here come the 3 bolter shots into the venom.
All hit. 1 wound.
Yep. No minus on this. Past, I think it's a 4+ armor save as standard. So Aaron's just figuring out where he's going to shoot next. Just zooming out a little bit here so you can see what's going on. So Drukhari in this area here, then Aaron's crescent attacks running all the way around, and you can see the Death Shroud Terminators just there. That's the way it's looking at this stage. Drukhari have the speed to break out. They could fly up and over Aaron's units here, but Drukhari wouldn't do too well if Aaron's able to get some charges off first. It's all about timing here in this game, but we'll let Aaron press on with his firepower. Alright, so he's declared his firepower here. The Blight Launcher is a decent weapon against the Drukhari here with their lower toughness vehicles. So Blight Launchers are going in here. Bolters are going into this Raider just here. Okay, I'm going to play lightning fast reactions. So here it comes, 2 command points being used, and we'll put it onto that fly. I want to keep the air cover alive. I think I get to roll 2d6 for each command point spent. No, trying to look for 6s. So -2 to hit now. 1 hit comes through.
There's a wound.
There's a wound, okay. 5+ invuln save. No. Oh, yeah. Well, come on, reroll that. I want to try and keep the damage away from these vehicles. No, that goes through. 6+ to keep it. No, here comes the damage. It is 3. That's what we feared. Yeah, these flyers don't last too long if they take wounds. 6s to ignore. No, ouch. 3 wounds taken. We dropped to 7. And we've bled 3 command points on that as well, so not too good.
Okay, and then
3 bolter shots going into this Raider here. It's got witches inside, 2 squads of 5.
2 hits.
Yep.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. Passed. Right, so this squad here, Blight Launchers going into the flyer. The same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then bolters are going to go into the Incubi just here. It's just Aaron's just rolling up there just to cover. We disembarked here, rolled up 10 dice, did roll a 1, which I command re-rolled. So that command re-roll from earlier on in the shooting phase, which didn't work anyway, I've refunded it here. We should only get 1 per phase here. But all 10 models have survived. So Incubi disembarking here, Succubus on the right hand side, Archon just here, Drazar Master of Blades just in front, and the 2 Lamians, however they're pronounced, the bodyguard models on the left, just there.
So we have 1 hit.
Right. And a wound?
And
it is a wound, yeah, okay. No. Nothing I can do.
2.
2, okay. 6s to ignore. No, well done. 2 more wounds. Oh, boy. Flyer's in a bit of trouble here. Only 5 wounds left. Aaron's still got his artillery at the back here, so Drukhari flyers in trouble.
2 bolter shots into the Incubi.
Yep, 3s.
2 hits.
3s again.
2 wounds.
3+ armour save. Passed there with the heavier armour. Alright, so Plague Burst Crawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, firepower's been declared, so heavy slugger's going into the Incubi. And then everything else is going into this Venom here. Reasoning is Aaron's trying to pick on the weaker targets of less wounds because the game is a kill points battle here.
So heavy slugger. 2 hits.
Yeah, 4s to hit, 3s to wound.
1 wound.
-1, isn't it? 4+. Just about the armour holds on the Incubi.
Okay. Entropy guns. 2 hits.
Double 6. I was saying about why not go for flyers. I'll never hit, but he rolled 2 6s. It's a plague weapon?
No, it's not.
Okay, 1 wound comes through. We'll go for 5+ invuln save. Ah, infuriating. Oh dear, drive you mad. 5+. Oh no. Mortar.
4 shots.
4 shots.
Okay, 3 hits.
Yep. Yeah, 3 5s. It's 5s to hit.
That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds here. 5+. Not this time. 2d3. 3. 6+. None. Okay, 3 wounds left now on this Venom. And Aaron's going to line up his shots here for the other Plague Burst Crawler. Yeah, he's going to do the same as last time. So Heavy Slugger's going to go after the Incubi and try and pick off a couple of those. And then the Heavy Guns to try and finish off this Venom. It's got 3 wounds left.
Okay.
4s against the Incubi. 3 rolling 1s. Yeah.
Okay. 1 wound.
1 wound comes through. 4+. No. 6. Got him. Okay, one of them could be slain. These are the newer plastic ones that I've been painting up. Beautiful models. One of them's dead. I'll mark them up for morale here. Okay.
And the entry kills?
In 5s. 5 and 6. Expert gunnery here. 2 wounds. Oh, it's a dream. 5 pluses. Invuln saves. No. 2d6 damage. 7. The slimmest of chances of staying alive. Certainly not. It doesn't blow up. Occupants, 5 of them. They're all fine, but venom destroyed and a victory point picked up. Okay, so we've marked the spot where the venom was destroyed just there. Occupants have disembarked, and then we've removed the model from play. So shooting phase is actually finished. Charges, yes, there certainly is. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. Right, charges have taken place with the help of a command reroll. The Lord of Contagion has made it in. Pretty much every single game he's involved in, he makes his charge arriving from Deep Strike. Did take a wound, actually, on Overwatch. Charged in only against the Venom. Again, Aaron trying to pick up victory points here for killing softer targets. A surprise assault here as well. Through the fluff here, you can see Aaron's Plague Marines have made it in against this Venom. And then across here, the Terminators rolled an 8 for their charge. Command reroll had already been used, so they didn't make it in to contact against the Raider with the Witches inside. Aaron did lose one of the Plague Marines here, making the charge. The Overwatch coming through from the 2 disintegrator cannons from that Venom. Charges have taken place. 2 have gone ahead here. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Alright, so Plague Marines with veterans of the Long War, just to help them get through that tougher, the higher toughness on the Venom.
You're getting 7 attacks, do you?
Full assault, yeah.
Okay. And then 4s.
4s to wound, yeah, with veterans of the Long War. It's helped.
Reroll 1s because it's a plague knife. So
all of them.
Yep, 5.
Stabbing their plague knives into the Venom vehicle, or perhaps going for the crew. No minus on that at all, is there? We've passed all of them except 1, so we'll take 1 wound, and a 6+. We'll ignore, almost. Okay, 1 wound taken. Okay, 1 wound taken, and then the Lord of Contagion fighting next.
Yep.
I'm not going to interrupt play.
Lord of Contagion gets 5 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
And that includes his hateful assault.
Yep.
Look at that, imagine if you're against the Imperium, 666 being rolled. Maybe death to the false pirates, but...
Okay, this is coming in at strength 7.
Okay, 3s for wounds.
Reroll
Plague weapon, yeah.
Okay, so 3. Minus 3.
Nothing we can do, as we don't get up Invuln Savior, it's only against ranged weapons.
And that is a flat 3 damage.
9 damage taken. I think this Venom's in serious trouble unless we can roll really, really well here. Tons of 6s. We don't get any. Vehicle destroyed. Doesn't detonate, but another victory point picked up here. Drukhari need to be careful here. If they start bleeding multiple small units, then Aaron could start racking up the victory points here. But another vehicle's been destroyed. Okay, we've marked the spot where this other vehicle's been destroyed. Aaron's not going to consolidate into the Incubi or hold back against them. 3 models are disembarked, 2 are slain actually, rolling 2 1s and no 6s for Nerd to Suffering for those Carbonite Warriors. We were checking to see if they were destroyed, but the tip of the vehicle there, measuring 3 inches out, left us plenty of room here at the back to deploy those 3 models. Fighting back just with this Venom that survived against the Plague Marines. So it's just 2 attacks and 4s, 2 hits from the pilot here, and nothing. Well, yeah, no, strength on a Venom is 5, so 1 wound does come through.
Any minus?
No minus at all. No.
Okay, passed.
Passed. Alright, that's it. Combat's finished, and the turn is finished here. Not too bad for the Death Guard. They haven't panicked here after losing Militarum. They've pressed ahead. They've chosen their targets well, and have picked up a number of victory points here. Kill points being scored. Bit of morale to resolve for the Drukhari. They should be fine, and then we'll go on to their second turn. Okay, yeah, morale's fine. I rolled a 6 here, but leadership 8. Sorry, that noise. Aaron was trying to swat a fly from the game. Every time we play uses Death Guard, we get flies in the room for some reason from his Nurgle stuff. But anyway, morale's fine. I rolled a 6, but leadership 8 anyway. Lost 2 casualties, so morale is no problem. Turn is finished. We'll go on to Drukhari, turn 2. They've been oppressed here by the Death Guard. Maybe they'll try and break out here and take them on. We'll see. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Dark Eldar, the Dark Kin next. Okay, so we're on turn 2 here for the Drukhari. So inert to suffering, eager to flay, and then for the Cabal battalion, they get Flensing Furies. It's +1 to their hit rolls in close combat for them. But that's not going to help out the Witches this turn. They won't get that. It's only the Cabal here of the Black Cart. That battalion gets that bonus here. Both these armies are in the league. Death Guard have had some tough games this season. They've got 1 victory, haven't they? Yes, they have picked up some points. They're up against, I still think Drukhari at the top of the channel here at the moment. They've won all 3 of their games and picked up loads of points. So we are seeing, bear that in mind here, the way this plays out. Now that could all be turned on its head here with the arrival of 9th edition. So some of the armies that have done exceptionally well here in the league so far, perhaps a bit nervous for them. The change in edition could shake things up a bit for sure. And this league that we've had this season 8 has certainly been an upset, perhaps one of the biggest upsets here. Armies that traditionally have done well on the channel have found themselves lower down in the league, and other armies that have hardly featured in our battle reports in previous seasons have actually done very well. Drukhari is one of the main examples. Thousand Sons have had a great run as well. So it's been a very equal season, very fair, and we've seen a great variety of games and some great performances from armies that have really been on the outskirts of the channel for a long time. But we'll press on here in this kill points game. Both sides... no, I've only got 1 kill so far. Yep. A big one. But Aaron picking on smaller units here and racking up the points. We'll press on with our move here for the Drukhari. Okay, it's turn 2 for the Drukhari. Their Achilles heel is the number of kill points that they can concede. So we're going to try and push on for the wipeout here. I think it's the only way to play against the Death Guard. So it means we've got to go on the hunt for all of the units here, and it's tough here. Trying to wipe out any army here is certainly going to be tough, but the danger is I've got multiple small units all over the place, which Aaron can pick off, and he can rack up a big total here with his forces. We've already conceded some victory points already, and now that we've been kicked out some of our transports, I think we'll bleed some more victory points next turn for sure. So in response to that, Drukhari is starting to break out now and to try and take on multiple Death Guard units. So we've started to hunt down the Poxwalkers on this flank. You can see the Bikers have moved up to shoot and potentially charge into them. This unit, Carbolight Warriors, has pushed forwards. The Flyers have banked to their right, heading off in this direction. Ravager's relocated next to the Archon, who's just there. He may stand a chance against Order of Contagion with his 2+ in Von Save. There is the Succubus here as well. She's moved round. Remember, all of these are equipped with blast pistols, so they can fire into that character. Backed out of combat here with the Carbonite Warriors inside the Venom. Incubi moving in between, poised and potentially ready to charge into the Plague Marines. Just there, the two Lamayans just hiding here at the back for now. There's two potential kill points there with those two models. This Venom's gone up on top. Witches did disembark, unit of 5. This unit has +1 attack. Behind them is Drazar, Master of Blades. He advanced, so he won't be able to charge. And then the second in command, the Archon, here has moved through. Carbonite Warriors pushing through as well. Then on this side, an interesting mini battle to take place here. The two units of Witches are disembarked, both going around each side of the Terminators, and their Raider moving up in support, possibly to charge in first to soak up Overwatch. And then finally, unit of Reavers on the extreme left-hand flank has moved round in range with the blaster to start picking on that Plague Burst Crawler. Drukhari needs to cause, I think, a lot of damage here this turn to try and get the upper hand. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. I was just about to start the shooting phase, but it's been interrupted here. Nurgle's Rot.
Yeah, Lord of Contagion.
Onto him.
Yeah, so it's essentially Mortarian's Host of Plagues.
And he gets to do it straight away.
Yes, once per battle in the shooting phase.
Right, okay. Right, here it comes.
So 4+ on the Venom.
Okay.
Yep, so D3.
It's rolled a 6.
That's 3 wounds on the Venom.
Oh, dear, I hate that card. It's blocked 1, but 2 wounds taken. It's already on damage, isn't it? Yeah, in combat, so it's down to 3. Okay. Very little helps here for Aaron trying to get wipeouts next turn. Oh no, not the Incubi.
Yep.
He's hit them on a 6. Here come his dice rolls. Ah, he's got them on 3 mortal wounds. Didn't block any of those. Ah, horrible. Just when you think you know the way the game's going. I can't believe that. Succubus, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
He's hit her as 1 of 6. That's his third 6.
Just the one.
1 mortal wound, 6+ to ignore. No, she's taken a wound.
Warriors?
Yeah, Carbonite Warriors here, 4+ to hit them.
Nope.
Missed them. The Ravager.
Ravager, yep.
Yep, okay, he's hit that. And 2 mortal wounds. Need 6s. No, 2 wounds scored against that. So drops to 8. The Archon, yeah, the Warlord.
Yep.
It's been hit.
I'll spend CP on that.
Okay, right. Mortal wound, 2 mortal wounds, 6 pluses. Save 1, but a wound taken on him. Great result here. 3 command points that costs.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. We'll try and roll up to get 6s for... yeah, okay, we do. So we get a command point back for that, but little consolation here. Oh, those Incubi, I was looking forward to using those. New Model Syndrome, I've painted them up here to replace the lead ones, and they've been caught out here by Nurgle's Rot. Okay, so we'll press on what should be the Drukhari shooting phase here. So, Archon Blast Pistol here, add into the Lord of Contagion. Hits him. Wounds him. Invon save. So 4 up here, no doubt command rear on standby, not needed. Aaron's rolled a 6. Okay. Blast pistol from her ladyship. Hits. No. Oh. Command reroll. Have I already command rerolled? I haven't, no. It's worked. Can't roll to try and get that back now. It's been used up for this turn. Oh, 6 passed. Well done. Alright, Carbonite Warriors. It makes sense to put their blaster into him and they'll rapid fire their rifles into the Poxwalkers. So, rifles. Forced to wound. Rerolling ones? No. Okay, it's just the 1. 5+. Passed. Another 6 being rolled. Okay. A blaster here into the Lord of Contagion. Hits him. Doesn't wound him. Nothing we can do. Strength 8, toughness 5. Him. Blast pistol. Rerolling once because he's an Archon. Missed. Oh dear. I think we used up all our good dice rolls here. Missed with his pistol. No impact here at all so far. Alright, we'll press on. We'll go on to these bikers now. So they're going to offload all that they have, including their blasters, into those Poxwalkers. So the unit on the extreme right hand side. Blaster. Missed. And then rapid firing splinter rifles. 4s to wound. 1 wound, sorry, comes through. 5+. No, 1 poxwalker gone. The next biker squad hits with the blaster. Wounds with the blaster. Passed with that, but the damage is d6, so there's another 1 to roll for. Just another 1. 5+, he'll keep him alive. No, picked him off. And this is the splinter rifles. 0 from them. Not much coming from the Drukhari this turn. Quite a contrast to turn 1. Okay, well, not panic. We're going to rapid fire. This is a vehicle that can fly, so we can still shoot. So we're going to rapid fire with this into the poxwalkers to try and cause some damage against them. So it's going to be these 12 dice. Rerolling ones because there's an Archon nearby. Forced to wound. Don't get the reroll ones because the other Archon that has that is across the other side. It's 2.
2. Yep.
Picked off 2. Not too many casualties coming through. The squad inside will rapid fire the rifles into this squad of infantry, and then we'll put a blaster into the Lord of Contagion. Blaster hits. Does wound. Strength 8. 4+. Yep. Just about past that one. Well done. And then rifles inside. There's going to be 8 shots against the Plague Marines. Rerolling no, because we're inside the vehicle. 2. 2 saves are 3+. Failed 1 and 1 damage. No, right, 1 Plague Marine brought down. So, witches here. We'll chuck a plasma grenade and fire our pistols as well. So a blast pistol from the squad leader hits, wounds, and damage is 5. This poxwalker's in serious trouble now. He's gone, blasted to pieces. And then 3 splinter pistols. 2. 1, sorry.
1.
Poison weapon, yeah. No. And then a plasma grenade. 4 shots. Rerolling ones. No, Archon. I think he grants it just to Carball units. This is a witch cult unit here. Yes, nothing. The one doesn't get re-rolled. This squad, there's Carbolite warriors in here. So, 1 blaster's going to go against the Plague Marines on top in cover, and the rest rapid fire rifles into the poxwalkers. So we do have an Archon nearby. So doesn't need their help then. They've all got their hits. And we can re-roll these ones for this Archon. 5. Made it through. So 5 disgustingly resilient rolls. This is good shooting from them. Block 2. Blaster hits. Wounds. AP -4. So Aaron is in cover. So he'll get a save here just about of a 6+. One of the Plague Marines.
Nope.
No. And the damage is 5. He's in trouble. Yeah, Plague Marine picked off. Right, so this Venom can see through to the Plague Marines just on the other side. So we'll rapid fire into them. So re-rolling ones for the Archon. Force to wound. Re-rolling ones. Yeah, 5. 5 saves are 3+.
1 failed.
It's good rolling. 5+. No, alright, 1 Plague Marine brought down. Alright, so we're going to turn to the flyers now. Razorwing Jet Fighter. The twin splinter rifle at the front is going to go into the poxwalkers. Then we'll go for 2 Dark Lances into the closest Plague Burst crawler. And then we'll go for Necrotoxin missiles. Going to fire them all the way across against the Plague Marines just down there. So Necrotoxin. 3d3. So 7 shots. 3s to hit. 2s to wound. All wounded. 5 saves required here. Just choosing this option over the Shatter Field, which you just get d6 shots, which is a bit random, but 3d3 is...
Any minus?
No minuses at all, this one, no.
That's 2.
2, and then...
Nope.
Okay, picked off 2 Marines. That's not too bad. Splinter rifle. Or twin splinter rifles. Hit the poxwalkers. 3 wounds on the poxwalkers. So 2, well done. Just 1 picked off. And then now, this has been good for the Razorwing Jet Fighter. 2 Dark Lance shots. Both have hit the Plague Burst Crawler. Both have wounded here. Significant. 5+. No, 2 4s. This guy's got to, yeah.
Nope.
No, 2d6 damage. It's a 9.
He's gone.
Disgustingly resilient. Okay. That's just heavy damage. Heavy damage coming through. 5+. No, none. Gone. Just don't explode. No, it's rolled a 4. Deadly blow. Well, Razor Wing Jetfighter, man of the match. Fantastic firepower. 2 Plague Marines, a Poxwalker, and he's taken 9 wounds off and destroyed the Plague Burst Crawler. Deadly firepower coming from the air for the Drukhari. Okay, so move on to this middle Void Raven Bomber. Shatterfield Missile doesn't have the Necrotoxin option, so we'll go into this lone Plague Marine. And then 2 Void Lancers into the next Plague Burst Crawler, which we can see. So, Void Lancers. 2 hits, 6 and 5. 3s to wound. 1 makes it through. Okay, here it comes. 5+ in 1 save.
Nope.
No, okay, damage. It's 4, not too bad at all. Blocked 1, 3 wounds taken. Okay, interesting. Shatterfield Missile. A bit random with the number of shots. It's 4. Into this lone Plague Marine. Look at that, unbelievable hit. It's all wounded at strength 7, and it's AP -1. 2 come through, 5+ to try and keep him alive. No, okay. So that's that lone Plague Marine just there, picked off. Okay, next Void Raven. It's going to offload all that it has into the Plague Burst Crawler, including the Shatterfield Missile. So that gets just the 2 shots. 3s to hit. Has hit twice. 5s to wound. It's rerollable. Nothing from that. And then Void Lancers. 1 hit comes through. 1 wound comes through. Down to an invuln save here. Passed. Well done. I just need to know what the damage would have been. Just 2. Okay, not so bad. Right, so firepower from the skies is finished. It's been helpful here for the Drukhari for sure. So firepower that remains. Actually, I haven't fired the Ravager yet. So that's available. And we've got a bit of firepower across here. The bikers will do their firepower. So 2 rifle shots will go into the Poxwalkers across the other side, and we are in range with the blaster into the side of the Plague Burst Crawler. So that's rifle shots. 1 wound comes through, 5+.
Nope.
Okay, and then you can see the bikers there on the left-hand side. They're going to fire into that Plague Burst Crawler with the blaster, which misses. Okay. I think it makes sense now to put the Ravager into him, because the Plague Burst Crawler that was lined up is gone. 2 hits. 1 wound. I think I've used my command reader already, it's just the 1. It's an important roll here, 4+ invuln save. No, damage, see if we can max it out. Oh, it's pretty good, it's 5. Disgusting rolls coming up. Past 3, well done. So, the Raider that's damaged will go for a disintegrator cannon into the squad here. So 3 shots. I think that's still a hit. We are in a damage bracket, so that's come through. And 1 wound makes it through. No save. It's AP -4 anyway, actually. Oh, so damage of 2.
Sure. Okay, so I feel 1 there and feel the other.
Yeah, it's just a model slate. Yeah, just checked the damage bracket. That's correct. It was 4s to hit, so that's all worked out correctly. So what we have left here is these 2 units of witches. Each Hecatrix is equipped with a blast pistol. So fire this squad first. Hits with the blast pistol. Wounds at strength 8. AP -4. And we'll have a invuln save it.
Passed?
Ooh, passed. It would have been 6 damage. Okay. Then we'll chuck a plasma grenade actually, from the one carrying the Shardnet and Impaler. 3 shots. 1 hit. No wound. And then 3 pistol shots have all hit. 1 wound comes through. No minus. 2+.
Okay.
Passed. We'll fire the other squad. Blast pistol. Hits. Toughness? 5. Yeah, not wounded. Plasma grenade. 6 shots. Not doing any damage here at this point. Nice lot of hits coming through. And 2 wounds make it through. This is AP -1, so 2 3-ups.
Feel 1.
And 5+.
Nope.
No, alright, so 1 wound taken. And then 3 shots with splinter pistols. 4s to wound. 1 wound comes through.
1 wound?
Yep. Passed, yeah, 2+, yeah, no minus on the AP. Okay, so that's their firepower resolved. We've fired the Raider, so I think that's all our firepower complete here. Not too bad, it could have been a lot better here, but some decent firepower support coming from the skies has helped the Drukhari out. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch. There's a good number of them coming up next. Okay, so Drukhari perhaps being forced to charge a bit early in this game. Usually they hold off inside their transports, but Aaron's managed to pick off a good number of them, so they've kind of been forced to make some charges earlier than expected and stretched a little bit thin, so we'll see how this goes. 2 units of the Bikers, the Reavers, have gone into the Poxwalkers. Aaron will choose wisely, or need to choose wisely, where he's going to interrupt plays. Bound to interrupt plays somewhere, but there's loads of little combats all across the board here. Lord of Contagion is going to be very difficult to deal with. The Archon's charged in, so too is the Succubus. Then across here, the lone Plague Marine's been charged by the 2 Lamaians, and then the lone member of the Incubi squad has charged in against him as well. Across here, I don't think these witches are going to last too long, but they've charged in against the Poxwalkers and then just about managed to get Typhus in for an heroic intervention, so he has made it into combat against them. Didn't charge of any of these squads, just holding back with these characters. Then across here, we've wrapped around, potentially trapped, the Death Shroud Terminators here. Both units of witches charging in. 1 wound from Overwatch, which we passed with a save. The Raider went in first, just to absorb Overwatch. That is charges done. A lot of Drukhari units are in close combat here. We'll see how each of these fights goes. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Yeah, okay, tough choice. I think I must fight here first. It's going to be the Succubus. She does have the Bloodglaive. It's a relic. She'll be fighting at strength 6. There'll be no minus to her hit rolls. She's going to get 4 attacks against the Lord of Contagion. So I think she must fight first. If she doesn't, she could well be slain here by him. So 2s to hit. They've all hit the target. Toughness 5. 3s to wound. Yeah, some +3 here for this relic. Okay, 2 have made it through. I think I must come on reroll. Yep. That does go through. I can't refund that at all. Aaron's got 3 saves here. It's AP -3, so 3 saves of 4+ invuns. None. What can you do? You'd have to... do you try? I mean, it's D3 damage a time here. You could maybe try and pass 1, hope I roll 2 1s, maybe.
I'll do that.
Yeah, okay, here it comes. Yeah. Pass that one, okay, well done. So 2d3 damage. Because you've got your disgusting rolls. 6. Okay, we've maxed out here with the Bloodglaive. Oh, 3. 6 wounds in total? Yeah. Just about. What can you do?
Nothing. I just need to double check the wording on the separating plate.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll double check that. Yeah, just the 1 came through. 1 save.
So she does take it.
She does take a mortal wound. I'll try and ignore that on a 6. She doesn't, okay. So she has a wound already from your Nurgle's Rot, and then another wound's been taken. But crucially, the Lord of Contagion has been brought down. Right, okay, Aaron's going to interrupt here. I can see why. There's loads of attacks for these Terminators. This is a chance for them to shine, because they never have shined before. Usually they get blasted to pieces, and they're a bit slow around the table. But now, the fight has come to them. So, Aaron's figuring out what to do. He's going to do...
My Blades of Putrefaction still on as well. So.
Okay. So 2 regulars are going to go into one squad, and then the champions are going to go into the other. So Aaron's going to try and take on both squads of these witches here.
Okay, so the 2 regular guys?
Yes. I guess there'll be 2s to hit.
No, they're actually 3.
Actually 3s, okay.
Okay.
2s to wound.
2s to wound. They're all wounded. So +1. So that becomes a mortal wound in addition. The 6 is a mortal wound in addition.
There's a mortal wound been taken. Which squad are you hitting here? This squad or this squad?
This squad.
This squad here. So I'm going to roll a 6+ to ignore that mortal wound with a nerd to suffering. No, so 1 lady brought down. And then 4 others for invuln saves.
4.
All of them. Dodge. Dodge, 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 and dodge from them. It's like a game. So the scythe swings round, and when it comes around, you have to jump over it. And if you don't, you get hacked down. Okay, right. Strange games here. That's narrative, though, don't they? They invent torturous games.
Yes.
They do. So that's right.
Enjoy them.
No. Okay.
Okay, this is the champion.
The champion now swinging. So you have to swing the scythe around all the way around, and then you have to jump. Good fun game. Jump the scythe. It's called.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. Come on, ladies. Jump the scythe. First one. It's her turn to jump the scythe. Yes. And then now it's the next lady's turn. Jump the scythe. No. And then the next lady. Jump the scythe. No. Damage.
Damage is D3 time.
Right, D3. Still a chance that she could survive here. Oh, maxed out then. 666 to survive. No, she's gone. And just the one. A 6 to live. No. All right. So 2 ladies lose the game. All right. So like every game, you have to take it in turns. So it's now the ladies' turn here. So jump the scythe, and then now they get to fight back. So we'll do all the charges. We'll carry on with this here. It's not going to make any difference where we go now. We'll just resolve all the charges. So the damage squad, the one that's taken 2 casualties, will go for this squad's on +1 weapon skills. They'll be hitting on 2s. So we'll go for Shard, Net and Impaler first. Gets an extra attack. So it's 3 attacks, need 2s. They've all hit. 5 to wound. Oh, none. Okay. That's a shame. That would have been AP -1 and 2 damage. Then 1 equipped with a Hecatari blade. All hit. No wounds. And then the Hecatrix is armed with an Agonizer here. So 3 attacks. All hit. 4s to wound. 2 wounds come through. AP -2.
Okay, 4 up.
No, 2 wounds caused. Disgustingly resilient rolls to make here, otherwise this Terminator's going to be brought down. 6 and 4, well done. Okay, so just the 1 wound comes through. Yeah, it's just a 2-wound model, so that Terminator has been brought down. We'll go on to the fresh squad next. So, Hecatari blades on 3 of them. Yeah, squad's not so fresh. There is a 1 casualty there, so we'll do 2 with Hecatari blades. Needing 3s this time. This squad's on +1 strength. It's not going to help. It's going to be strength 4, toughness 5. Still 5s to win. 2 come through. 2 saves. Normal saves are 2+. 1 makes it through. 5+ disgusting roll.
Yep.
No, won't taken on another model. Then we'll go for the Agonizer, I think, next. 2 hits. 1 wound. -2. No, and then disgusting roll. Aaron's looking past. Well done. I was just saying he's looking for these Terminators to last longer here. And then finally the Shard, Net and Impaler. No wounds, crucially. No wounds coming through. Bit of a standoff between these 2 units here, or 3 units fighting away against each other. Interesting little fight taking place. No side really has the upper hand yet at this stage. We'll fight with the Raider. 2 attacks. 1 hit comes through. It's a wound. 2+. Pass, no problem at all. Okay, so resolved across here. Perhaps we'll fight with the Witches now. And then Aaron has Typhus. He'll perhaps have to wait here. So we'll just go with these Witches. They're on +1 attack here with their attacks coming up next. So in which case, Hecatrix with her Agonizer. 2 wounds come through. Just 1 damage, so 2 disgusting rolls. Yep. Okay, so 2 of the Poxwalkers brought down. 3 of them with Hecatari blades. and they're on +1 attack, so an extra attack each. 3s. Toughness on these?
4.
It's 4, right, so it's 5s to wound. Just the 2.
Nope.
2 more picked off. And then Shard Net and Impaler. All hit. 3 wounds, it's on +1 strength.
1 dead.
Right, so that's that resolve. Not too effective, to be honest. There's still plenty of Poxwalkers left from that squad. So we'll go across here. I've never attacked with Lemayans yet in this list, so we'll fight with them. Okay, so they're on 2 attacks each. So the first one, 2 hits. We're on +2 to our wound rolls. So 5s, 3s, that is a wound. And this one causes a mortal wound. So you can roll 5+ for the mortal wound. Survive that. Okay, in addition to the damage. So you've now got 2 saves to make here.
Okay.
Normal. 1 makes it through. And then 5+.
No.
Got him. Alright. Whatever type of weapon it is, it's brought down this Plague Marine. A Shimeshi Blade, it's called. Here, it's the first time it's been used on the channel and it's slain a Plague Marine. Okay. We'll not consolidate. Happy to leave that model where it is. Completed across here. So now fighting against these Poxwalkers. Okay, so fight with the Reavers. Toughness 3.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be at strength 4 here. Fight with the Blade Veins. So, squad leader. And then the members of the squad. 7 attacks. 3s for hits. 2 wounds come through. 2 5+. Bit isolated this squad in this flank. Aaron's just passed both. Well done. And 3s. 3s, 2. No, right, 2 brought down. Just that. These are very isolated actually. There's no friendly units nearby. Dark Eldar picking on them here on this flank. Right, Aaron can fight back. So Poxwalkers can fight back here. And then this Witch squad, which is in trouble. See if Aaron can clear them out of the way. And he might be able to launch an attack and push into these Drukhari characters. Drazar, Master of Blades, awaits Typhus. That'd be a good showdown. See if that happens. Alright, 20 attacks into the Witches here. This is from the Poxwalkers. 5s for hits. I'm not expecting the Witches to survive here. They've gone in unsupported, and Typhus has just swung in against them as well.
And these are
There's another hit there, 6.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
okay, and these are at strength 4.
3s to wound. Uh-oh.
Okay, so that is 6.
You might have the squad here. 4+ invuln saves. Okay, and then 6+ for inert to suffering. We've lost 3 already. Okay, Typhus now.
5 attacks, 2s.
2s to wound. I'm toughness 3. Triple 1. Plague weapon. It's better.
Okay, 3.
3.
3 minus 3.
Might survive. We're going to survive 1 model. And the damage?
Damage is flat 3.
Straight 3. 666 to keep one of the sisters alive. No, it's triple 1. Definitely destroyed. Okay, so we'll remove the Shard Net and Impaler. It's just the squad leader left now for that Witch squad. Alright, so fighting across here. 4s to hit because there's more than 10 of the Poxwalkers here. You're going to lay them all into one squad.
Yes.
That squad there, the front squad, yeah. Again, there's tons of 6s here. If that was against an Imperial army... No, they don't get death to the False Emperor, do they? No, they don't know what they're fighting against. They just wander around.
Okay, so 5s to 6s.
Yeah, we're toughness 5.
4.
4. Okay, toughness has helped us out a bit. 4+ armour save. So 1 biker's going to die unless we roll a 6. We don't. Alright, 1 biker's slain. Okay, so that's the last of the combats. Just resolved all the morale as well. No problem. Rolled a 1 here for the last Witch just there. So she'll remain in close combat against the Poxwalkers. That is the turn finished here. A I think the Drukhari have called up. They have caused some wipeouts here, destroyed some units, but they haven't broken through the Death Guard yet. They still fight on, and there certainly is still the chance for Aaron to try and kill off some weaker units. Maybe it may well turn out to be that the Death Guard try and destroy as many units as possible, rack up some points, and then try and see the game out and survive on the table and gain victory. Drukhari, on the other hand, it's going to force them to go for the wipeout. Turn 2, we're going to go into the middle stage of the game. Turn 3 coming up next. Death Guard, it's just a case of maximising the damage and trying to wipe out as many units as possible. And it could be any unit. The stronger units or the tiniest of units, they all count as a victory point each time a unit is destroyed. Turn 3 next for the Death Guard. Okay, so we're on turn 3 here for the Death Guard, just round to their side of the board. So remaining stationary here just to make sure this one fires at maximum ballistic skill. Plague Marines on top holding position. The Demon Prince has jumped across. He is equipped with wings. He can actually go after these flyers and try and assault them. Typhus has pushed through. It looks like we will get the showdown against Drukhari, Master of Blades, supported by Poxwalkers and the Malignant Plaguecaster. Then this unit of Poxwalkers is pushing through. They may well come to the rescue of the Terminators here. It's not too far for them to charge into those witches. And Poxwalkers maintaining close combat against the Reavers on the Death Guard left-hand flank. That's movement done. Just a case of pressing on with the assault here. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Blades of Putrefaction, that's gone off. Aaron's already rolled up for that one. That's gone off on Typhus.
Smite then from him.
Yep, it's going to hit the Carbonite Warriors just here. Doesn't go off on a 4. Aaron's got 1 command point left.
Yeah,
here it comes.
Yep.
Goes off. D3 mortal wounds. So 3. Okay, kind of worth it in the end. 6+ to ignore. Ignore 1. 2 Carbonite Warriors destroyed. So 2, yeah. And then the Plaguecaster.
Miasma Pestilence on Typhus.
Yep, that's going to be the minus to the hit.
That goes off.
Okay.
And Smite.
Here it comes. No. Okay, that's not gone through. Psychic Phase. There's still more to come. There's a Demon Prince at the back.
Smite.
Here it comes. Yeah, Smite.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, Psychic Phase is finished. We're going to Shooting Phase next. Alright, so we've actually resolved shooting off camera here. Interesting target choices that Aaron is going for. Pistol firepower down here from these Terminators that can fire in close combat. Actually wiped out this Witch Squad. Another victory point picked up. Then across here, even firing the Blight Launchers into here. Everything from the squad on top. And Aaron got the result he wanted, wiping out the Carbonite Warrior Squad down here. Another victory point picked up there from firepower as well. So Aaron, it's a bit of a spin around from usual, going after, avoiding the tougher, nastier units and going after the weaker units that Drukhari have and going for victory points here. So this is the way this game's turned out here. Drukhari, I think they're going to have to go for the wipeout, as I said earlier on. Aaron continuing to bring in the victory points for destroying the weaker units. And then Drukhari, and Aaron needs to then try and go for survival here to try and see the game through to the end of turn 5, 6 or 7. We'll press on to Charges and Overwatch next. Alright, so Charges and Overwatch have taken place. The Demon Prince tried to charge in and failed, did take 2 wounds from a Void Lance. Then ongoing close combat across here with the Poxwalkers against the Reavers. We have got the showdown we're looking forward to here. So Drukhari, Master of Blades, he's probably going to have to wait here. Aaron's probably going to fight first with Typhus. Malignant Plaguecaster is charged in against the Archon to block heroic interventions. It is one-on-one here. Typhus versus Drukhari, Master of Blades. Across here, the Poxwalkers have made it in. Perhaps to spell doom for these witches, and these ladies may well turn into Poxwalkers if they're slain by them in close combat. That's it, charges done. Again, fighting all across the board here. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Yeah, I think Aaron has to fight first here with Typhus. Here it comes. 2's to hit.
Okay.
4 have made it through. Oh, come on, Drukhari. Survive.
3
have made it through. Minus 3. Damage is a straight 3.
Flat 3, yeah.
Ah, boy, I've got to pass. If I pass one of these, there's a chance we can survive. Don't pass any. I have to, this is the fight phase, isn't it? I have to come on, reroll this. Come on. No. You caught me out there, and it's good because if we charge, we get to fight twice. So it's been wise to charge him first. I need a ton of sixes here. We live. Okay. Oh dear. It just springs up naturally, the evil laugh, when you do a dice roll like that. Okay, we live. Right, okay. So I have to hold my evil laugh because just check back on the footage. Aaron's got a number of cards in place. What was the...
Major putrefaction?
Yeah. Oh, right, okay. So what's happened here, there was a 6 to wound, which is a mortal wound.
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 6. There's just no chance. My evil laugh's gone. Oh, okay, so he's dead. And there was also another wound that came through because Aaron was on +1 to the wound rolls. We wouldn't have survived that, and it would have been another 3 wounds. So Drazar is gone. An evil laugh, perhaps he thought he'd survived, and then another. It's that game again with the scythe, isn't it? he lost on the last swing there. Drazar's gone. Oh, beautiful model, but he's been caught out here. He's been charged first, and Typhus has victory over him. Okay, so combat resolved there. I'm not going to interrupt play here. I'm going to let the fight sequence press on as normal. So charges be across here. It's going to be the Poxwalkers actually fighting first. Yeah, Malignant Playcaster still to fight as well.
So he's got 4 attacks.
So I doubt he's going to bring him down, but he could force me to burn through my invuln save here, tactically speaking.
So 3s all hit. And then this is strength 6.
2s to wound.
All wounded.
Oh, wounded.
This is -1.
Okay, well, 2 plus invuln save. Pass. This is this shadow field. Aha! Holds. Okay. So that's that finished, and then it's Poxwalkers next.
16.
Sometimes you do this, just automatically remove models from play. Aaron's still going to roll, but I know they're going to die. So that's them dead. 24 attacks about to come in from the Poxwalkers here. You've got loads of hits. Strength on these, just strength 3.
Strength 3, yeah. So 4 to wound.
4 to wound. It's loads. 7. 4 pluses. Yeah. And then inert to suffering. I need to get 4 6s at least. Not a chance. Okay. So I've removed them. But you'll get 2 Poxwalkers back. Yeah. Okay. So they've been recruited in. Okay. So Aaron increases the number. Death Guard doing a lot better on this flank. He's still got some attacks to come in against this Raider as well, which only has 5 wounds left. So it's number 6 models. So 12.
12. Cool.
And toughness 5. So 5s for wounds, actually.
2.
Okay. 4 ups. Pass 1. Inert to suffering. No. Alright, so drops down to 4 wounds left. Okay. Just looking across the board here, Drukhari numbers are beginning to thin, and so the chance of the wipeouts becoming more and more difficult here. Just seeing how well the Death Guard are doing. Their resilience is helping them. So it's this combat Aaron's rolling up for now.
4s again?
Yeah, he's going for the weakened unit of Reavers. Be 5s to wound. He's got loads of hits coming through.
Okay, that was work.
Yep.
3.
Okay, 4 up armor save. Pass 2. Inert to suffering. No, so wound taken. It's just a wound on a model. Okay, and then across there is a lone witch down here fighting by herself against a large unit of Poxwalkers. Yeah, sorry, it's my turn to fight next. I'm going to pick a unit. I may as well fight with her. So, squad leader, +1 attack. So he gets 3 attacks, +1, 4 attacks. Those have hit. Agonizer, so 3 wounds. She'll take a few with her before she becomes 1. Yep, she's brought 3 down. Aaron's put the models back on. He just remembered last turn he killed 3 of the ladies, so he's going to put those models back. That's fine.
So I'm going to go for the Terminator.
Yes, Terminators are still to fight. So we've pushed. I pushed them in earlier on. They may well be able to bring this Raider down. Drukhari, as predicted, we're bleeding victory points here through losing softer units. So the tactic from the Death Guard's working.
Okay, so 3s.
Just losing Militarum hasn't been the end of the world here.
Okay, so this is strength 8.
3s to wound.
Okay, 3 wounds at -3.
Can't stop it.
D3 each. 3, 4, 5.
5. It's enough to destroy us unless you roll 2 6s. Destroyed. I wouldn't mind exploding. We don't. Raider gone. Yeah, just consolidation, taking advantage of the 3 inches that you can move. They've moved along. Another victory point picked up. I think Aaron's a good bit ahead here for victory points or kill points being scored. So, Archon, 5 attacks. 2s to hit. Rerolling 1s. 4s to wound. 3 come through at AP -2.
Okay, 5 up.
5 ups.
No.
None. And then 5+ feel no pain. Or disgustingly resilient. 2 wounds taken. Okay, interesting. We've resolved the rest of the combat. So the witch across here, she took down 3, then she was slain and became a Poxwalker herself. And then across here, 5 of the Poxwalkers brought down by the bikers. So, turn is finished. I don't think there's any morale to resolve anywhere across the board, no. So we're going to turn 3 next for the Drukhari. They need to try and catch up here. I think the Death Guard have caused perhaps more damage now against the Drukhari, despite the loss of Militarum. Drukhari need to press on here and go for the wipeout. We're going to their 3rd turn next. Okay, so moving for the Drukhari on turn 3. So maintaining close combat across here. I think we've got the resources potentially to hurt the Death Guard here. That's the plan, and that's the estimate here, but we'll see what happens. We've moved these out 7, trying to get a blaster in range of the Plague Marines on top. One of them's been brought down. Mortal wounds caused by Void Mine. The other Void Mine dropped on top of the Demon Prince. He took a mortal wound as well. Then the Archons moved up here to join in this close combat, just whistling down the Poxwalkers here on this flank. Firepower's been lined up. We've maintained the second in command, the Archon, in close combat. We've brought up the Flyers, though, or the Skimmers, within 6 to grant Era 1s for shooting and for wounding. The lone Incubi. The Clavex, the squad leaders, moved through to take on Typhus. The 2 ladies here, the Lamayans, have moved through as well, so maybe we'll get to see them take on Typhus. And then the Succubus has moved through, it's not advancing with her, and the Reavers, you can see them beginning to move through in this direction to lend some fire support here against the tank, potentially in this direction as well. The Flyers have banked to their left, you can see them moving along in that direction. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Drukhari. Right, so on shooting phase, Aaron's just removed 2 of the Poxwalkers. I forgot, they actually have splinter pistols. They fired them into close combat and picked off 2 of the Poxwalkers. So this squad next is going to fire upstairs. 1 blaster, misses, and then 2 rifle shots. 2 hits, 2 wounds, 2 up saves. Aaron's in cover. Found 1, 5+. No, he managed to pick 1 off. 1 Plague Marine brought down. So 2 Void Lances into the Plague Burst Crawler, and then Shatterfield Missile going into the Plague Marines on top. Shatterfield, 2 shots, 3s to wound, rerollable, just the 1, AP -1. Failed, and okay, 1 picked off. 2 Void Lancers, both have hit. 1's wounded, inv on the save,
nope.
No, damage is a 6.
5 wounds go through.
5 wounds go through. Down to 4 left. We'll rinse and repeat then with the other Void Raven Bomber. So the 2 lance shots. 1 hit. It is a wound. Important roll here. No, damage is 5. This could be it. got him. He's gone. Does he detonate? No. Vehicle destroyed. So this is going to hurt here. Aaron's main aim now is just to survive, to cling on. Drukhari trying to slay all that they can and go for the wipeout. I think it's definitely going to be playing out that way. So Shatterfield missile to pick off the lone Plague Marine. 5 shots. It's a rush here at the end for the Drukhari to try and get the kill. Reroll. Wounds. All wounded. 3 saves. AP -1 in cover. Passed just about, yeah, because of cover, passed. We'll fight all that we have. So, necrotoxin missiles into the Demon Prince. 3d3 shots, so 7 shots. This is the one that's been firing well in this game. He's got his hits. He's got all his wounds here. It's 2s to wound. 6 saves of 3+. 2 come through. Disgusting rolls next.
1 wound.
Just the 1 wound. Lance is coming through. Got his hits again. He's got his wounds again. 2 invuln saves. Past 1. 6. Oh, it's 5 power. That pilot needs to be promoted here. And got him and brought him down as well. Razorwing jet fighter has brought down the Demon Prince. The Reaver squad, it's all the way across here. Blaster's going to go into the lone Plague Marine, and then we're going to rapid fire rifle shots into the Poxwalkers that are in the middle. So this is the Splinter rifles. 2 wounds.
Got 1.
1 brought down, and then we're going to try and pick off this lone Plague Marine. Hit him. Wounded him. AP -4. 6 up save for being cover.
Oh.
No damage. Is 6. Oh, it's blasted to pieces. No, he's gone. Okay, so that's him picked off. All of a sudden, unit's been picked off quickly here. So now Death Guard concentrated around this area. Archon in close combat with a blast pistol against the Malignant Plaguecaster. Got his hit. Got his wound. AP -4. Damage 2.
Nope.
No. And that's 2 more wounds. I think he's a 5 wound model, yes, he might well. Still,
no,
it's 4 wound, right, so he's gone. Ravager next. We'll go after these Terminators. 3 shots. 2 hits. Rerolling 1s to wound because of that Archon nearby. It's helped. 2 have made it for AP -4.
Right, okay.
Invuln saves on the Terminators. No, the first one, he's already on a wound. He takes 4.
He's dead.
He's gone, and the other one just takes the 1, and he lives that. Okay, he survives that. So just the champion left. Then we'll go for this squad that's inside. Blaster shots going to go against the Terminator, and then the Splinter rifles into the Poxwalkers. So Blaster hits, wounds, AP -4. Aaron will take an invuln save.
No.
Damage, just the 1. Past that on a 6, refuses to die here. Okay, and then rifles not within rapid fire range. So, all hit. Reroll that. No, don't get it because I'm inside the vehicles too.
Pass 1.
One Poxwalker brought down. I've hit this. There is another game that we play, and that's who hits the terrain the most during the game. I'm winning that one at the moment. I've hit terrain 5 times. Aaron's hit it twice. So, first vehicle. This is all going into Poxwalkers. Rapid firing with double splinter cannons. Reroll that one for the Archon. It's accurate here. Forced to wound. Rerolling 1s for the Archon. Helps that, just tips it a little bit more reliable. 6.
Okay.
None. 6 brought down. We'll go again with the next vehicle. Rerolling 1s. 4s. Rerolling 1s. Another, just 2 this time. Save 1. Another 1 brought down. Yeah, and that's actually the end of the shooting phase. We're going to charges and Overwatch next. Drukhari unit starting to close in on Typhus to try and bring him down. And then there's the ongoing combat across it. Right, charges taking place. Archon's gone in across here. Typhus Typhus has been charged by everybody. We charged him first with one of the vehicles to absorb Overwatch, which there was some. We took 1 wound, passed 2 invuln saves. With that then opened the way for the rest to charge in. So Archon went in, 2 Lamians have gone in, the lone survivor from the Incubi, and then so too has the succubus as well. The bikers are charged in against the poxwalkers, and that's it. So we're going to combat resolution next. Now, command point's been burnt out here by the Death Guards. There's no interrupt play. Typhus, if he's going to survive, has got to survive against everything that the Drukhari have thrown against him. So we'll start with the succubus here. 2s to hit, -1, then +1 for Flensing Fury. So 2s, rerolling 1s because of herself. She gets the hits. Toughness on him's 5. 3s to wound with the Blood Glaive. 3 wounds come through. AP -3s, and we'll take invuln saves here. Pass them all. Ooh, well done. Okay. Lamians next. 2 attacks. 2s to hit for Flensing Fury, so hits have come through. +2 to the wound rolls, so failed. That one does go through, and it becomes a mortal wound as well. So there's a mortal wound to deal with on a 5+. Nope. No, and then a normal save.
Okay. 2 up.
On a 2 up, passed. Okay. Second Lamian, 2 hits. No wounds. 5s to wound becomes 3s to wound +2, so no. Reroll that 1 because that Archon nearby. And it's failed as well. Okay, so the bodyguard, not too much help here. We'll attack the Clavex next. 4 attacks. We'll go for the +2 attacks there with the dual blades. 2s to hit. No rerolls available. I'll take 1 away because I was on 2s to hit because of Flensing Fury, but there is -1 because of Miasma Pestilence. Yeah. 5s to wound you. Rerolling 1s. 2 come through, AP -2, just 1 damage.
Okay. Pass 1, fail 1.
Okay, 5+.
Yep.
Passed. Oh, he's tough. Very, very tough. So the Archon to fight next, he will be on 2s. Here. 4s. 2 at -2. Typhus is going to survive here. Pass them both on 666. If he lives to the end of the game, he single-handedly could win you the battle here. We've got the Flyer, or the Skimmer. It's 2 attacks, team 4s, or 5s actually, but we've both hit. 1 wound, and re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds come through, surely not.
Yep.
Passed on 6 and 5. Excellent dice rolling. Typhus very much alive here. How many wounds has he taken?
1.
1. He's certainly still in the fight here. That's all my units have attacked him, only causing 1 wound. Okay, so we've pressed on with some of the combats here. Across here, a couple of the Poxwalkers brought down, no damage caused against us. A couple of Poxwalkers killed here as well. And again, no damage against the bikers. So, Aaron just loading up the dice, ready for fighting with Typhus. You could swing that blade around in this deadly game of Jump the Scythe and bring down a couple of models.
I think I'm going to go, is 5 attacks, I'm going to go 1 into the Clavex and 2 into each of the Lamians.
Yeah, going to go for the triple point here. see if it goes ahead.
Okay, so Lamian number 1, 2s both hit. 2s to wound, I assume.
Yeah, toughness 3.
Both wounded -3.
Can't stop it. 6 damage.
Yeah.
So no chance. Picked off. Yeah, next one. Well done. Victory point.
Lamian 2. Both hit. Both wound.
God. No chance. Right, picked her off as well. And maybe a wise choice because they cause mortal wounds, those models.
Clavex. It's a hit.
Hit him on a 6.
It's a wound, -3.
6+ to block this with our armour. No.
Flat 3.
No, he's gone as well. He's got it. The triple point picked up here. Drukhari absolutely have to go for the wipeout now. Okay, so that's that resolved across there. Everything's resolved. All combat's resolved. Turn is finished. Yeah, it's on turn 4 here. All the units happy to remain in close combat, then Aaron just closing the gap here with these models here. We've been totaling up the victory points. Aaron's destroyed 12 units of mine already. So that's a fair number of points. Drukhari certainly haven't killed that many here, so Aaron looking in a good position if he can survive to the end of the game. He needs to survive this turn, next turn, and then hope the game ends early and he'll get a victory point. He'll win. Okay, Psychic Phase has been resolved. Perils with Smite, so just one mortal wound taken. Blades of Putrefaction did go off. Psychic Phase finished. Shooting Phase is a tiny bit to resolve here. We'll go on to that next. Okay, so what was it called again?
Nurgle's Gift.
Nurgle's Gift has just been given to the succubus and she died, so she's gone. Mortal wound being caused. Archon took a mortal wound as well. So now the combat has just been reduced to the Archon fighting the Venom that's got stuck in there, taking on Typhus. So what a rock he's been here in the centre of the table. Shooting Phase is finished, so charges maybe, and Overwatch next. All right, great stuff. Charges taking place. One Poxwalker brought down. They charged first and went in, and a 10-inch charge rolled by the Terminator. So they've been used well in this game. They've had stuff to do. They've survived, and now the champion's pressed up, and a chance to bring this vehicle down. We'll press on to combat resolution next. So we're going to this Terminator with his attacks. 4 attacks.
5 attacks. He's the champion.
5 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
3s to wound. You're all wounded. God. -3. I can't do anything about it. So whatever your damage is.
D3.
4d3 damage.
That is 6, 7.
He's going to destroy his vehicle. Yep, he has. And it detonates as well. Alright, so explosion has been resolved. Mortal wound here, here. Lost 2 when they disembarked. Lost a Poxwalker as well. And in the blast, the Terminator took a wound as well. But more points been picked up here by the Death Guard. So press on. We'll get the rest of these combats resolved. Okay, 2 attacks each. Aaron might be able to bring down this Venom.
Okay,
so
Venom first. 2s
hit.
One
wound.
Yeah.
I can't stop your wounds coming through, so straight 3. 6 plus, dropped dice, blocked 1. It's down to 2 wounds left. Okay, and against the Archon, we still have a 2+ invuln save.
Doesn't reroll. Does wound.
Holds. Okay. There. Okay. And it's my turn to pick a combat yet. Alright, so we've pushed ahead with some of these combats here, wiping out the Poxwalkers here. Archon brought down some, and then this squad leader here finished off the rest, and he's consolidated 3 inches in this direction. Across here we did lose one of the bikers and a wound on another, and a number of Poxwalkers brought down. How many got left around that side there?
5.
5 left fighting away. And across here we attacked and caused a wound with the Venom, but Aaron passed normal armour save. All that's left is the second in command Archon with his Agonizer. 2s. 3s because of...
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't have miasma. No, okay, so it is 2s. Rerolling 1s. 4s to wound. All of them. He's fighting away here with his toxin whip. -2.
Okay. Ooh, failed 4.
Failed 4. 5+, feel no pain or disgustingly resilient. None. Wow.
I think he's dead.
No.
Because he had... Where did one of his wounds? Yeah, he had 2 wounds.
2 wounds already?
Yeah. That's 4, so...
Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Gone.
Ouch. God. Good result from the Archon. Destroying Typhus. Good result. We'll leave him where he is. Morale's going to be fine. Even here, losing 2 casualties, leadership 8, they're okay. So turn is finished. So up to the Drukhari now to try and go for the wipeout here on their turn. It looks doable for sure. We'll press on to their turn next. Okay, so movement done for the Drukhari here. Closing in for the final kill. The Flyers have all banked around here to lay down their firepower, and then just hold off. I reckon firepower is going to be enough to finish the Death Guard off. So there's these Poxwalkers here, the lone champion. Then we've moved the bikers on top, disengaged, crucially disengaged from close combat against those Poxwalkers to lay down some firepower into them. We're going to shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting phase resolved, just 4 Poxwalkers left. Just here, the Drukhari just blasting away their targets. So we're going to charges. There's no Overwatch here, it's just charges next. Okay, so charges taking place. Carbonite Warriors in the end charging in, and then the Archon. We'll fight with him. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. 4s to wound though. Not going to bring these Poxwalkers down here. Oh, rerolling 1s. There was a 1 there. Yes, 4 have made it through. None. No disgustingly resilient rolls made, and that's the Poxwalkers gone. And it is the wipeout that the Drukhari were searching for. So they're removed from play and the game ends. The rules for sudden death are in place. The Drukhari, despite having less victory points here, will go on to win this fight. But so they've been rattled here. Death Guard, despite the loss of Militarum, full credit to them, they pressed on and managed to score a whole load of victory points by destroying multiple Drukhari units. We'll get a final scoring points just to show you the points that were scored. Yeah, interesting. Right, so Aaron destroyed 14 of my units. I wiped out his army. He had 14 units in his army, so that's 14 points each. Drukhari got first blood and obviously Warlord as well. So 16-14 to the Drukhari in the end, the final score, but it shows you how close it was in points and how many kills Aaron managed to pick up. But there it is. The Drukhari raid has been successful once again. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel. More Challenger Scorpion battle reports on the way, all being well, as we prepare to move in to 9th edition. Great battle, good combination, enjoyable this one, and nice terrain, matching both armies well. The Drukhari fighting in amongst this urban terrain, and Aaron's army looking good on the board as well. Great battle. Thanks for watching, and units of the game actually. So yeah, tough choices. We'll think about this one. Yeah, so units of the game, I'm going to give it to the Razor Wing Jet Fighter, just for the amount of damage that it caused in this game, and really the Drukhari air cover was good during the game. It was pretty helpful, decent amount of firepower coming from that. Then Aaron's going to give it to Typhus. That's where he died, but he was solid in this game and picked up loads of points. Yeah, no, pretty impressive from him. That's units of the game for both sides. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.